Some celebs pull up loco. You know we are next, pull up mobo. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. But for now, the service beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud. We can't touch down.
Get it? Yes, my peoples, man. Big up yourself, big up the whole Metric community. I told you lot about Ineos, man. Relax. Wait till the transfer finish. People were going crazy. People were telling me about, yo, they're finished. We're not going to sign no one, bro. Ornstein bomber. Yeah? I told, man, relax. Drink Stella. You know it make you feel better. Yeah? Trust me. Carlos Baleba, man. I told you, man, I'm a believer. I've been a believer the whole time. This guy had to be the one, man. We needed someone with legs. He's been loyal. He's been telling us for the longest he wants to come. So let me read it out anyway. Smash these likes, man. I ain't even had time to think. I just said, yo, I'll come out the shower. Boom. Ornstein bomb on my phone. Crazy. Hit these likes, my people, man. Exclusive. Man United closing in on a deal to sign Carlos Baleba from Brighton and Hove Albion. I said Hove Al. I'm going mad right now. Look, he's even trending. You know what's going on. Man United offer for 22-year-old Cameroon midfielder 60+5 below Brighton valuation, but amicable talks continue as all parties work to reach agreement. So look at that. So that means we're very close. He's saying we're closing in. So he basically said our offers is a bit under what they wanted, but we're closing in. So it's close. It might be like a 65+5, 70 or something. But come on. That's a smart deal. And even when you look at it as well with the price, we're not getting bumped. We're not getting our pants pulled. It's not no 85 million. Come on, man. A lot of you lot was going mad. I should have really put a poll in the chat to say, yo, what's man feeling about Ineos now? You know what I say? It's crazy. But big up the boy Ornstein, man. It's always him. Yeah, always him. He broke the news about Tielemans. He broke the news about Santos. Now he's broke the news about Carlos Baleba again. Remember, he broke the news about Baleba first, you know. That's when he gave IndyCar his little ratings last year. It is where it is, man. But he's saying we're closing in. Ornstein don't say these type of words. He don't say closing in if it's not happening. You got what I'm trying to say? That is a bomber that we needed. Obviously, he's meant to be injured. It's not meant to be that long. But bruv, I'm happy, bruv. Yeah, I'm gassed. Finally, like it's finally getting to something where we've got the third midfielder that everyone's going to be happy with as well. We know my man eats up ground. You know we're talking about legs. Baleba's got legs. Trust me. Obviously, let me see. How long has he been injured for, though? I know he's got a little injury that the Brighton page is putting it out there now as well. Let the Brighton base. Man United are closing in a deal to sign Baleba. Made a bid around 60+5 in add-ons, which is below what Brighton are seeking. Talks continue with all parties reaching an agreement. Come on, man. Ornstein bomb. All right, listen. What? How's man feeling now? Because man was talking all of this madness about Ineos. Yeah? Oh, we're not going to sign no one. We're going to sign Tyler Adams. I kept telling you, look, we're not signing no Tyler Adams. It's not going to happen. We're going to go out there and get someone. Wait for the season to finish. I kept telling you like that. Wait for the transfer window to relax. Because we never signed Sesko or Lamans this time round. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So this is, if we get him for 65, even if we get Baleba for 70 million, I'll be real. That's serious. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That will be serious. Let's get a few of these chats. AP, big up yourself, bro, ski man. What a bomber. What a time. Tell me about it. Come on, United. We're never going to sign Kone. It was always Baleba. No one was in sync with the Kone situation. The Kone thing was always like, you can tell, innit? It was the price for Baleba is what was probably killing it. But whatever's gone on over there, where they've had the conversation, they've ended up knowing, all right, you know what, let's just let him go. Good news, MetricBay. Look, everyone's happy now. See what I'm saying? This is how the transfer window goes. This is why I keep telling everyone, wait till the transfer closes before you judge anything. I know the silence thing's crazy. I get it. The radio silence makes everyone go mad. We're not doing nothing. Blah, blah, blah. But bro, wait till the transfer finishes. Then judge. Trust me. Thing is, my man will not be featuring for a few games. Yeah, that's nothing though. I heard the injury's an idiot thing. I heard it's a minor. It's not that serious. Vamos United, Ineos. Look at him. This guy is curious. United has already agreement on personal terms. We know that already. Ornstein, the goal, the only Ornstein bomber. Indy dropped something about this yesterday, to be honest. I seen, bruv, allow it, man. Indy just throws so much shit on the wall that something's going to have to stick one day. I've all got him blocked. Let's have a look at Indy Kayla. Bro, he throws so much shit in the wall. Look at this. Look at this geezer. Blocked. I've blocked him already, but let's have a look. He throws so much shit at the wall that something's going to have to come out. Look at this. 17 hours ago, this morning, a significant meeting took place in London between... Bro, listen. He's going to get all the ratings and he's going to get the... He's reliable thing. But look at all the other things that the guy said. He said he made a bid for Wharton. He said so much rubbish. Look, open letter to Affleck. Bro, he just chat shit. But he said so much stuff that some things will come. And Ornstein ain't giving me flowers this time round. Yeah? Ornstein ain't going to give me his flowers this time round. He's put the athletic. He didn't put no after Ornstein. You got what I'm trying to say to you? Crazy. Crazy. Closing in. You got to look at the words in this, people. Closing in. It's close. Even though it's below what Brighton want. So Brighton might want like a 75. And we'll say, we'll meet at 70. Give us 65 plus 5. No problem. 65 plus 5 for Baleba in this window is crazy. When you got Mateus Fernandez and all these other guys going for 85 millions and all of that, and you go and just pay a 65 or 60 plus 5. Come on, bro, man. I'm cool with that. We're winning the league 4 weeks. So cheap for this transfer. Indy dropped it first. Please sign Baleba. Baleba the goal. Everyone's awake now. Indicator got tier 1. Baleba sources. Only for Baleba. Only for Baleba. He's got little sources. I'm sweating. I just come out the shower, bro. I'm creaming my face. Just come from the gym, sweating, and then Baleba Bamba. Like, you can't get any better than this. Of course, they were going for Baleba. All these co-nature many with a spin. Baleba, Mainu, Tielemans, Santos, Bruno. That's a serious midfield. We'll back brother when he joined. Just hope he doesn't have a stinker like last season. Nah, man. Bruv, he has to be with it, man. Remember, his head was messed up. You got to remember something about footballers, yeah? They're getting a whole new wage as well. So we've agreed personal terms with this geezer last season. He's already got the wage in his head. Just imagine. All right, let me show you something. Just imagine you've sat there and you spoke to, I don't know, maybe you work here, you work for somewhere and you're getting 3 grand every month. Someone's told you, yo, we're going to give you a job. You're going to be getting 8 grand every month now. But we have to agree with your company. You're sitting there upset. Blood, I could be spending 8 grand. I could be playing with my teammates. My actual friends, you got Mbumo, Anana was here at the time. Remember, he was with Lenny Euro at Lille. He's sitting there thinking all of this stuff like, bruv, Man United's doing all of these good things. Remember, we finished 15th and he wanted us. And he's gonna get a triple his wage. This guy's meant to be on like 30k or something stupid at Brighton. We're probably gonna put him on 115 with Lenny Euro and all of that. Ahmad, 115, chill. Come on, bro, man. This is the situation. We've already got an agreement on personal terms from last summer, the same personal terms. So what we offered him last summer is still in place. We don't need to change it. So he's on a 30k at Brighton. We've offered him 115, for example, or 120. He's sitting there in his whole head trying to play for this Brighton team where it's like, we're never going to get anywhere. And Mbumo's in my ear about the World Cup every time we're going there. No. Lenny Euro, that's my dog from Lille. All of these guys, bro. And you remember, the last game of the season, he was actually having a serious convo with them as well. So, come on, man. I think it played on his performance. I don't think he put the stinkers in purpose, but I think it played on his performance because he didn't really want to be there. You're playing for somewhere that you don't want to be. Like, come on, let's be real. So it is what it is. Look, this is what FootMob's saying. It's saying that ankle injury, his expected return is doubtful. So it's not nothing serious anyway. It's not giving a date that's saying in a couple months, etc. But bro, I rate Baleba, man. And I feel like he's the only person we could have actually went to match what we have now. So we've got the Tielemans, the Mainus and that. We needed a guy with legs. Baleba makes sense. Now just go and get Lewis Hall. Yeah, go and get Lewis Hall. Give us a bomber, Lewis Hall bomber, and we'll be fine with that. That's cool for us. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the next guy now. Here we go. It's too slow. The David is fast. Ornstein only drops Man United bombers. Fabrizio don't have no bombers for Man United. Tell me one bomber Fabrizio's dropped for United. Apart from Edison. Apart from Edison deal off. The only bomber Fabrizio dropped was Edison deal is off. Every other bomber was from Ornstein. Every single one. I want him Manu Kone, but Beleba's not bad. Finally bring my boy home. But he got the Beleba shit correct last summer as well. Yeah. He's got something. He does chat shit. Yeah. Indicator. Apart from Baleba, he's never got anything right in my whole ever that I've known him for, that I had to block him. He's never got anything right. Surely we get some news today, Carlos Baleba. Welcome to Man United. See, now this is what happens. Fabrizio will hear the news now from Ornstein. Then he will go and do his own research and hear, yeah, listen, it is very close. Here we go. That's what he will do, Fabrizio. He will just come out there and say, here we go. It might not even be done yet. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Look, Ineos is mad. Ineos, are you mad? It's trending again. Ineos, are you mad? It's not serious. A few days ago, had a difficult 24. Look, Laurie Whitwell's coming out. Let's get into all the news because there's so much people coming out and having their say now. Yeah, that Ornstein's woken up. Look at this. Laurie Whitwell said, Baleba had a difficult 25-26, but Man United pursuit last summer and small injury issues affected his form. United watched him at AFCON where he played well for Cameroon, also liking his data. Fee now much lower than 12 months ago. Analysis. So obviously, when you click onto this article, it's going to break it down a little bit more. But this just came out 10 seconds ago. So, you know, I'm moving super fast right now. Because this came out 10 seconds ago. Man don't even know what's going on. But someone's going to aggregate it while we're on stream and we're going to know a bit more. But everyone's coming out and having their little says. Like, look, Craig Hope. I told you, look, Newcastle had no chance. I don't even want to come out here and put Newcastle with hijacked them or something because that's lies. They never had a chance. They were out here putting out, remember, they're linked with Nico Gonzalez right now. But they were putting out their little rubbishness the other day. Look, Baleba injury is not as serious as first feared. You will miss the first game of the season. That's it. Or is it the first couple of games? So he's only going to miss one game. So is this guy back next week? A few days ago, reported by Craig Hope. So this is what Craig Hope was saying because he was saying Newcastle was involved. I said, bro, Newcastle are hijack FC. There's no way Newcastle are going to be putting it out there. They want Baleba for us to go and hijack them. And Ben Jacobs made it so clear. So listen, yeah, Newcastle do have him on the list, but he's not the only one. But he would pick Manchester United over anyone. Remember that. This is why I got love for Baleba, you know, because we finished 15th. Brighton finished ahead of us, and he was begging to come to Man United. Brighton finished ahead of us, and he's saying, I want to come to Man United. They didn't care. You know what I'm trying to say? So you got to give it to him. He's been loyal out of all of them. We've seen the little Whartons, we've seen the Andersons, all the little links. Oh, they got to get Champions League for me to want to even consider them. We've seen the little links. Baleba, no, I want United. I don't care that they finished 15th. I want to go over there. I want to go link the guys. I think he has good sources around Baleba. He's reliable for Baleba to be honest. Yeah, he is, but I don't take him serious and he's going to stay blocked. He's staying blocked for me. I'll be real. He underperformed last season. Hope he turn it round. Big up everyone tuning in live. Let's get the likes up and do subscribe to the channel. Come on, man. I appreciate you, man. United man them. Baleba spent his Man United wage in his head already. That's what I'm saying. The money's already gone. The money's already gone in your head. You're already thinking, I can buy this. I can afford this car. I can live here. You've probably looked at your yard already. He's already looked at his house, everything, where he's going to live. It's crazy. I don't give a fuck now. They need to get my left back Hall. You can't tell me you have 65 million for Baleba. I know 65, 70. But then again, you got to remember something, though. This is why it's spooky, because what we're getting with Baleba, we're still not overpaying. Think about it. So I don't think we get Hall because we're still not overpaying. So if you look at Baleba's price, 65 million, that is mental. 65 million for Baleba, 50 million for Santos. Santos is still a bit, you know, can you do it? 35 for Tielemans, bro. We're still not overpaying on anything. So I just can't see us going out there and paying 60 million on Hall now. You know what I'm trying to say? But I get what you're saying, though. We should be able to have the money to go out there and do it. There was talks we can spend up to 300 mil, 200 mil, etc. So what's the problem? So I hear what you're saying. Man, I'm forgetting the real GOAT. Sully dropped a massive hint and he still, yeah, he did. He's been saying stuff all the time. Sully just came out just now and said something. What's he said? Look at this. He's going to be mad. Look at this, finally. He's moving mad. He's moving mad. Make no mistake, Baleba is not this hybrid option to cover midfield and left back. You go and buy us a left back. So, yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Agent Bruno, the last game of the season. Remember, he was having a word with all of them. Last game of the season, he had a word with all of them. He wanted to come over there, bro. He's been dying to get over it. That's one thing about Baleba. Would be good news if he signs, I think, but I looked at him when we first linked with him and he clowns around like a lot like Lingard and Pogba used to. I hope he signs and lets the football do this. What do you mean clowns around, though? I don't understand. What? Dances and all of that. That don't mean nothing, bro. What? Because man are having a bit of fun and dancing and that. Like, come on, man. That don't mean anything, bruv. Yeah, don't take this thing like, trust me. Let's get a few more of these. Would be good news if he signs. I thought we would have been this summer's Cunha after all the flirting last game. Took long, but we got our boy. All roads, Mitch. I've been saying that, man. All roads lead to Baleba, man. I've kept saying it, man. I put him on the thumbnail yesterday. Literally. Cool, 40 mil next season. They should get it done. Glinios, I don't care. If it's not who, I would even put Baleba left back. Baleba isn't a great player, but I'll take it. Bro, he's had one bad season. You got to remember something, yeah, about this league now. People are having one season wonders, and then, so man are saying that he's going to be fit at the end of September. This is what Simon Jones is coming out and saying. He's saying that Baleba's ankle ligament injury was not as serious as first feared, expected to be fit towards the end of September. So I don't know. Is that really true? Because that's bad. That's a bit long, surely. So is it just he's going to miss a month or is he going to miss one game? Someone said he's going to miss one. Look at this. So we're getting conflicted reports and they both work for the Daily Mail. Simon Jones worked for the Daily Mail and he's saying end of September. And then you got Craig Hope, who works for the Daily Mail and Newcastle Tier 1. And he's saying that he will miss the first game of the season. So I don't know. Nobody actually knows. End of September. I don't know, man. I don't know. Would we have signed him for that? I know it's only a month, but bro, I don't know if they're gonna turn around and do that, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but it's conflicted anyway. It's not come out from no Fabrizio or nothing like that that's saying it, but that's what apparently is coming out, that he's gonna miss the end of September, apparently, and then one person saying one game. Who knows, man? We'll see. But cool. So yeah, this is what's going on with Baleba, bruv. He's the guy, man. United watched him off AFCON. Let me give you the stats as well, because remember, Baleba's always been on the list. And we had everyone that was kind of like him. We got the Alex Scott. They showed the run-ins, the legs. Let me show you, lot. Where is it now? I knew Newcastle never had a chance, man. Look at all this Newcastle what they were putting out. They are hijack FC, bro. But one thing he did get right is the price. He said, look, I think Brighton are willing to do a deal for 60 to 65 million now. That's the price. So look at that. Told on good authority more recently that Brighton will be willing to listen to offers in a region of 60 to 65 million. This is what makes me think we won't get Hall, because we're still not overpaying. If you think about it, even if we end up paying 70 million for Baleba, we get 65 plus 5. We're still not overpaying in this window. And one thing about what I was going to get into in a minute was to say, listen, everyone's been having one season wonders. When Baleba had his season where he was the flavour of the month or the year, whatever, there was no Anderson. Everybody knew Newcastle had one of the best midfielders in the Prem, Tonali, Bruno G, and Joe Linton. When they went to their bench, when we played them and they went to their bench, I was seeing Willock come on. I was not, or Longstaff. I wasn't even thinking about Anderson. I didn't even know who Anderson really was. This is what I'm trying to say to you lot. So when we had Baleba had his season, there was no Anderson. When Anderson's had his best season last season and he's the flavour of the month, there was no Baleba. Baleba was trash. You see what I'm trying to say to you? So it changes in years, bro. But hopefully, we're going off potential. He can come back to the same Baleba that we saw in the season before. But remember, he went to the AFCON, and AFCON, he still played well. So it wasn't like he went AFCON and he was moving mad. Do you know what I'm saying? He was still poor. He was poor for Brighton, but for AFCON, he still played well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it is where it is, man. Finally, a more balanced midfield, set of midfielders. We got, look at that. That is a good set. That is a good set. Baleba, Mania, and then you can add Mount onto there as well. If he's not injured, you add Mount in there. You know, we've been playing him as a 6 as well. So you can add Mount in there. That's not really bad. I'll be real. You got legs. You've got technical. A lot of people are technical. And, you know, Baleba's got the ball carrying in him as well, where he'll run with the ball and all of that. So it is what it is. But look at this. This is thing, man. This is all conflicted. I want to know when this guy's going to be fit. This is what I need to see. Look, Fabrizio still don't have a clue what's going on. Ornstein's dropped the bomb. Fabrizio ain't woken up yet and said anything because he doesn't have a clue yet. Yeah. But what Fabrizio has been trying to do, I realized about him recently, is when he does say something, he tries to add something to it to make it seem like he's done something. So he will come and say, Baleba, here we go. And then you ask him how, like what's happened, then he will have to add something in there. That's gonna, Baleba is gonna be on his price or something. He's gonna do something to make it seem as if he's got the drop a bit more. So that's what man's waiting for him to come out here and say what's really going on. But he ain't said nothing. He can't say nothing. He doesn't know nothing. Man United freeze them out right now. Tonali and Fernandez. Why are they trending? Why is Tonali and Fernandez trending? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. What a way to wake up. I'm just like, bruv, gone to the gym, come back, come out the shower, Ornstein bomber. I thought this was trolling. I'm like, nah, man. This feels like 2000. This feels like 2 years ago, whenever it was that bomber came true. Like, how? Boom, it's not experienced. Look, Craig Hop. This is what I'm trying to say. Look, we don't know what's going on. Bro, look at this. Look at this. He's set to miss the first game of the season due to injury. Bam, you go down. He's set to be fit toward the end of September. Which one are we going on? What are we leaning on? Simon Jones or Craig Hope, who both work for Daily Mail? What is this? Ban for ban? I don't understand what's going on here, bro. You've got two people that work for the same company, both with conflicting reports about Baleba. So we don't know when he's going to be back anyway. But one thing I want to say about Baleba is he's definitely been waiting. Like, he's definitely been forcing this. And you saw Fabrizio. Remember, the last thing Fabrizio said about this, which is crazy, is we're not progressing no more because of his injury. This is what Fabrizio said about it on the 8th of August. Look at this. Man United are not proceeding with the deal due to his new injury. This is a problem to them. The player has been pushing like crazy last summer to join, and again this summer to go to Man United. We're not proceeding with the deal. When we didn't even know a deal was happening, and then bam, Ornstein's dropped it. So that's the last thing. You know when they try and do that thing when they retweet to say, look, you can't retweet that. Fabrizio can't come out and retweet this now because he was saying we're not proceeding. Nothing ain't going on. You know what I'm trying to say? He said nothing ain't going on. Look, Carlos Baleba's injury has complicated the situation, and Man United are currently not proceeding. Same thing he's telling us about Hall. We're not proceeding with Lewis Hall because he's not for sale. Same thing that's going on, bro. This is what's going on. So I don't know, bro. You just don't know what's gonna happen. We should sign Minte. Nah, no way. Minte's, I don't like his final third product, man. He's a man that will run through, skip through. He's a man that you get for like an Amrin system because he's the wing back. But the final third product, I'm not really rating it. Big up Metro, did I miss? Baleba, man. Baleba's very close. Baleba's very close. I'm so, like, here we go. Should have came through already. Really. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very close. I'll tell you that for free. Ornstein said we're closing in. Look, now we got Sky Sports tapping in. Sky Sports are right here tapping in. Man United are close to a full agreement to sign with Brighton, to sign Carlos Baleba. United already have a 5-year contract ready for him to sign. Look, they don't know nothing. See these Sky Sports and all these guys. They don't know nothing, bro. They just wait for Ornstein and Fabrizio, and then they just act like they know. So they got their little journalists, Cavar and that. They barely break newses, bro. I don't ever take Sky Sports and think, yeah, they're gonna break any news. They barely do it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They don't really come out and say anything mad. But yeah, Ornstein has, look at that, the ligament injury. What's this now? This is the one thing, before I come off, we've got to get to some sort of place to understand how long this guy is out for. Because you've got one person saying, look, it keeps coming out every minute. Man keeps saying the same things. Expect to be fit for the end of September. But then someone else is coming out who is Craig Hope, and he's saying he's only going to miss the first game of the season. So I don't know what's going on here, bro. I don't know who to go with. He had a bad season last season because his head was at United. Metro disagree. Hall is experienced in Champions League and was bossing it at the Prem. Everyone knew Hall, and he's still balling out and regressed in Newcastle team. Who was worth the money? No, 100%. I'm with you. I want us to pay the money. I'm with you, bro. But what I'm trying to say is we haven't overpaid for nobody. Ineos are still doing Ineos stuff. Look, 60 plus 5. That's a wonder deal in this market. So I'm trying to say, if we're still not overpaying, if we went out there and spent 80 million on Baleba, I'll say, all right, cool, you know what? Ineos are feeling the heat. The fans are all upset. 5 days till the season starts. They've gone out there and not panic buying, but they've just gone and made it happen now. They've literally said, waited it out, 60 plus 5, lovely. In this market, for Baleba, come on, bro. I know we had a poor season last season, but 60 plus 5, come on, bro. That's lovely. When you're looking at what man are going for, Savino's looking like he's going to go for 80 million. The man scored 1 goal. You know what I'm saying? Mateus Fernandez, 85 million, and Tonali's. This is what I'm trying to say to you. I want us to go out there and spend the money on the who. Go spend 70. I don't care. But I just can't see them overpaying and spending 70 when every single transfer, they're going to boast about it. They're going to boast about this. They're going to put PR out. We've got an excellent deal for Baleba. We feel that we've done well. 60 million, 65 on Baleba, 50 on Santos, 35 on Tielemans. Bro, come on, bro. That's like 135 or something, 150. They're going to be boasting about that. 150 on 3 midfielders, a whole rebuild. You know what I'm trying to say? Crazy. Not overpaying is the main thing. That's what I'm trying to say to you. That's why I don't think we get Hull, because they're not overpaying still. If they went mad on Baleba now, 80 million, I'll think, yeah, fuck it. They're feeling the pressure from the fans. Everyone's onto them. Like, we're getting closer and closer, boom. But they're still doing the smart signing, which is good. But it's like, can we get Lewis Hall for 50 million plus 5? Can we get Lewis Hall for 60? Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's the only thing I'm looking at. But hopefully we can. I'm with you, Gamer. I want us to. Let's go and get a proper left back. Bam. I'm a Baleba. Yes, Sam. Mitch, what you rate in the midfield rebuild now? Yeah, I think now we're 30. It's 30, bro. Man United are close to a full agreement. Who is this? Someone just come with a full agreement talk. Sky Sports, safe. I've already seen them. They're just talking West, man. CC transfers. What did he say? Look, what's this? Sean Connolly. I fuck with Sean Connolly, you know. Certified. For anyone who follows our work, theatre of red, you'll know we have never moved away from Carlos Baleba as one of the primary targets for Manchester United, even when others did. It was simply about patience and acknowledging that Brighton would lower their fee. And he said this on the 13th of August. He said that there's a growing realization about the perils of retaining the players regardless of the contract. Baleba has wanted to move on for over 12 months and his fee will not increase as his deal runs down. United have remained calm because of this and felt valuations would eventually align. He said this on the 13th of August, about 5 days ago. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. Like, bruv, why? I keep getting notifications about Sky. Sky don't know nothing, bro. Look, they don't know nothing. They've just said literally what Ornstein said. And we've just put the words in caps. That's all it is, bro. Man United are close to a full agreement. Bro, we know that. Why do we know that? Because Ornstein just broke the news and said the same thing. He just told us we're closing in. It's the same thing that Ornstein said. That's all it is. But I just want to understand what's going on with his injury. Like, how long is this guy going to be out for? Fabrizio been moving mad this summer. Ornstein is the GOAT. I got 4 Beliebers at home. Benteke. This guy's going to... Man said Benteke, Saar, Gallagher, and Bergval. Allow it, man. Bergval. Safe. Yeah, bro. Indy just posted Baleba will be fit by September, and I am believing him. Oh, allow it. I don't understand, man. I want to be the best midfielder in the world. Balieba's all talking already. Is this guy talking or is this old quotes? I want to be the best midfielder. Man, I'm bringing up everything for this guy now. This is him on Sky Sports, yeah? Oh, we had a little interview saying, I want to be the best midfielder in the world, blah, blah, blah. He's going to be vibes off. He's going to be Vibes FC. You know what's going to be going on, innit? Vibes FC. Like him, Lil. Look, we got Ben Jacobs tapping in now. Like, as if we care about your links. Big man, you're late, bruv. Yeah, you're late to the party. Why is he tapping in? Look, as if like we care about your link, bro. And he's putting Alex Crook as if it wasn't thing that broke the news. Ornstein. Oh, he has put Ornstein. My bad. Man United in advanced talks with Brighton to sign Baleba. 60+5 offer made. Man United confident of reaching an agreement with Brighton as the club negotiate a final number. Baleba has already agreed to the move. Verbal terms in place. An ankle injury sustained in pre-season not viewed as an issue. So Ben Jacobs has got his little tap in. Alex Crooks come out here and he said, what? Man United confident of agreeing a deal for Carlos Baleba for less than 75 million. Brighton tight-lipped, but the two clubs are in advanced talks. As Ornstein called, Baleba has already agreed personal terms. Yeah, we already know all of this still. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. But we know all of that already. Love. Yeah, man, he's trying to be the best midfielder. What's that? You got to love it when the player pushes to join. Let's wrap up the left back and get the show on the road. Yeah, bro. So Indy Kayla's out here talking some more nonsense, yeah? Indy Kayla, blood. This guy, blood. Every time I go here, he's blocked. I don't even check on him. But only for Baleba. You gotta see, because he put something 17 hours ago. It will be a 5-year contract, and Baleba, he's so excited to join Man United. He will be fully fit around September. Safe. CC transfers. Look, CC put this out on the 28th of July. I tell you that about CC sometimes, you know. He gets his little stuff, he puts it on his Discord. If you got Discord, follow my man. Fabrizio's come out. Fabrizio's woken up now. Fabrizio's woken up. Fabrizio's woken up, guys. But look, let's see what CC's saying first. He said, yeah, bro, Indy just said that he's going to be September. Yeah, I just see that. Love for that to see. There's a feeling that Brighton's stance may soften regardless of what's out there in public with Baleba, but it's up to us to decide whether to dive in and actually do something. And we have. I hear it, broski. Let's get this squad playing football. Come on, bro. Coming from a Spurs fan. I know, right? They're just crazy. They thought they're going to win they're going to win the league because they signed Tonali. Getting bid. Lucky's woken up. Pete hating. We've always got a hater in it. It's fine. It's cool. As long as you're not saying that I'm mad, it's calm. Pete, you got Kinski in goal. You guys need Richie, Solanke, and Sarr. You already fumbled Spence. All right, brother. Someone that we was never in for. I hear you. I like Baleba. No, Pete, you keep them. Ornstein feeding the streets. Spurs fan chatting for Ugates. I'm not sure how long he has in his contract, but I think Brighton, I've been told he will end up at United. The price will be only going down. Let me show you what things done now, because Fabrizio's woken up now. Yeah, and look at this. So he's saying, why is he putting it in euros? Oh, my days. Why is he putting it in euros? We don't see this with no other clubs, bro. This is English clubs speaking amongst themselves. Why is he putting it in euros? I don't understand that. Why is he making it 76 million euros? What are we doing here? Official bid over 70 million euros plus 6 add-ons. Bro, what's he doing? Look, why the fuck would you report it in euros? 2 English clubs, but report it in euros. I never understood this. Everyone's seeing what I'm seeing. It's 2 English clubs. Why are you using euros? Transfer between English clubs. What's up with this guy? Look, everyone's onto him. Look at this. Everyone's onto him, bro. I don't understand this guy, bro. Why does he do this for Man United? When I'm seeing him report on Man City and that, he's not saying nothing like this. Weirdo. I don't understand, bro. Like, where's the euros come from? Here we go soon. Safe. Safe. But yeah, anyways, he's come out and he's saying what he's saying. Man United are set to sign Carlos Baleba, 70 million euros plus 6. So 76 million euros. Like, brother, you've gone to Ornstein's tweet, because you've obviously seen it to give him his ratings. Ornstein has said it's 60 plus 5. So why have you put it in euros, family? There's no Roma involved. There's no Atalanta or... I just don't get it. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is anyway. This is just Fabrizio doing Fabrizio stuff. He's going to talk about it 100 times now. Man United are confident of agreeing a deal. Assuming Ben Jacobs. But this is more or less done. You might as well say. From time Ornstein, you got to remember something as well, yeah? Ornstein, he comes out and he just says close. That's his word. Man United are closing in or they're close to signing. He doesn't do here he goes. He doesn't say nothing mad. He just says close. So from time Ornstein's already gave us the drop and told us it's more or less done. I'll be real with you lot. Yeah, like it's more or less done. Ornstein's already gave us a drop. Big up yourself, 1-2. I hope you're good. I'm glad we cancelled that Edison deal. I was fuming. Yeah. Finally, I've been waiting for Baleba for ages. Baleba bomb I'm seeing this morning go out and get Hall and we are competing. African legs will run the Prem. The guy is going to transform our midfield. I believe Carrick now him and Monster. Good morning, Metch. I big up yourself, man. Euros to push the United gender. I don't get it, bro. You know, Fabrizio trying to make it look like we overpaid. I don't get it. What did I just say to you, though? For those that's in the chat, what did I say to you? I said Fabrizio's going to come here and he's going to add something to make it seem like something. He's going to add something into it. Just, he doesn't want to say the same thing that Ornstein says. So he's going to add something. What does he say? Euros. I don't understand. What's this now about Newcastle? Fab's like, believe, Zimbabwe currency. Something's come out about Newcastle now. Still a rattle from Plettenberg. What's come out? Something that's come out from Newcastle. Let's have a look. What's this? Ah, oh, allow it. They made a picture of Believer. Newcastle fans made a picture of Believer. It's crazy. Yeah. It's not happening. I want to know what's going on with his injury, though. When is this guy really going to be back? Is it going to be September or is it going to be one game he's going to miss? That's what I want to know. And of course, it seems like we're going to get this here we go today. But I'm happy with the Believer signing, bro. I'll be real, bro. Like, this is the guy we needed. Yeah, we didn't need anyone else but Believer. I'll be real. Like, they've been saying about legs. This is why when they were talking about Sander Berge, he's got no legs. Man was seeing stuff about Tyler Adams. I'm like, what's man talking about? It can only be a Believer. Maybe a Kone could run, but the Kone's injury record was a bit spooky. I'll be real. But look at this now. Let's have a look at some of these stats now, because you know what they were saying. Like, there was all these talks about Chelsea. Look, I was sitting here, baffed. Chelsea. Safe. Where is it though? Where is that thing there that I'm looking for? There we go. Bam. Technical. Scott and Believer. Super athletic, technical. But don't get your hopes up on landing either. Nah, bro. Money. We've got our hopes up on landing Believer. But look at that. Distance covered. 9.6. So we need someone that's going to have legs. That's going to be next to Tielemans. That's going to be next to Mainu. Whoever. Carlos Believer's the guy, bro. Go and win that back. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Number of sprints, 20 plus 0.9. Different, top speed. He just tops this. Apart from the distance covered. And remember, he's playing for a Brighton team that has a lot of the ball anyway. So you don't have to cover so much distance when you got a lot of the ball. It's just more stopping, putting out the fires and whatnot. That's the situation. So come on, man. It goes without saying, bro, that we need this guy in the team. You know, look at the sprinting that he's going to be doing compared to Andre Santos and Mainu. Look at the top speed. So it goes without saying, man. I'm happy that Believer's coming, bro. It was always going to be a Believer. Like, he was in my thumbnail yesterday. Look at the 10-minute update yesterday. Believer was in there. What did I put in the title? Believer still on. You know what I'm saying? Not that I knew anything. I'm not going to come here and move like I'm I got links. I got no links. Yeah? I just saw the article that came out and it said, Believer, it said that Man United haven't given up on Believer, and I just had my little hopes up because I've always been a believer. I'm never going to stop with this guy believing. So it is where it is, man. But where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Where is this? This has just came out and said this. What's this now? Things are coming out left, right, and center now. This is madness. What is going on? What's going on here? This is crazy. What is this? Let me show you something. One sec. Yeah, let's see. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's hotting him up. Everyone's hotting him up. Euros for a transfer between two English clubs. No one understands it because you're just doing it for us. You're not doing it for no one else. Man said, I told you. Lucky is funny, you know. I told you that about Believer. No one knew, bro, what Ineos was on. That's why I kept telling you, lot. Wait to the end of the window. I don't want to spaz out yet. We need a left back. It doesn't have to be Hull. Fab is a tapping merchant. A brother likes converting to euros. Should be used, but he's not doing that for Man City or none of that though. Newcastle, I've never stood a chance. Even if they made a bid, I believe it would have matched it. Yeah. It's a good move for Man United against Carlos Believer. What do you mean by that? Just need a left back and a backup striker. 100%. Demon is coming home. If you watch the comps on the third midfielder target, Believer's profile was the one. 100%. Bruv, listen. I've been... bro, let me just show you, though. I don't give up on this guy. Anytime his name comes up, I sit there and I say, yeah, Believer. Look at my 10-minute update yesterday. Look at what I put in there. Safe. Glazers ready to buy Saudi. That's for another conversation. They're ready to buy a Saudi club. Believer deal still on. He's in the thumbnail. Believer deal still on. So somebody that doesn't have a clue who I am might come on that video and think, this guy already knew. He's got links. I've got no links. Let me tell you like that. I'm not no Muppeteers or these guys that come here and tell you, look, I got links. I got no links. I'm in it as much as you lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm as baffed as you lot. Trust me. But yeah, bro, we manifested that one day as fans. I'll be real. That was a manifested transfer. The whole fan base said, let's go get Believer, and we've manifested it. It's crazy, bro. Man United are set to sign Believer. Boom, boom. The Euros thing is mad, though. I don't understand why he's done that to himself. The Euros thing is crazy. Yeah, like accepted no club agreements. Low budget Caicedo. You got the haters out in full. Low budget Caicedo. 70 million euros plus 6 is crazy. Why would you put that out there to make it seem like it's crazy? When you look at it, 60 plus 5, that is lovely, bro. 60 plus 5 is, bro, I can't believe that. And I'm a man, I don't like watching comps. I like watching comps of the games. That's what I like watching. I don't like watching comps on YouTube when they put all the best fits together because everyone looks good. I like to watch a game, like the last game he played, etc. Or a game when he played against Man City, all the touches. That's when you see a player for what they really are. I don't like watching it. When I watch Baleba, even when he has bad games, he still does good things. There's been times he's done bozo moments. I've seen him get like penalties against him and all of that, and you get it, stuff like that. Is this what someone was talking about? Someone come in the chat today saying about he moves like Pogba and Lingard. What? Because he's doing this. What? Because the man's dancing a bit and he's happy and he's got a bit of. Come on, bro, man. What are we doing now? What are we trying to turn into? What? No one can have personalities no more. Is this what we're doing? We want everyone to just be like what? Paul Scholes, no interviews, nothing. Let the guy live, man. You know what I'm saying? The guys are happy. So you got to remember, they're just like us, bro. They're normal people. They just stuck to something and made it happen. Someone come in the chat saying, he moves like Pogba and Lingard too much. Brother, let the guy live his life, bro. Hopefully we can see that celebration. We can see him scoring some goals and see him dancing. The more dancing he's doing, the more happier he is. Because obviously they've won. Yeah. So hopefully he can be dancing a bit more. Crazy. And that's him at the theatre of the dreams. Look, he's dancing in Man United. He was dancing already. He knew he was coming back there. It's crazy. It's crazy. But big up the boy Baleba, man. That's my guy, man. Yeah, we manifested this one here as fans. Big up everyone. Look, everyone's bigging it up. We got another good dressing room vibe. He's over there with Amad and that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be out there flexing with Amad Diallo, Mbumos. They're going to be doing what they're doing, bro. Heaven, let them have their vibes. As long as they're vibing and we're winning. I get it. When Pogba and that sometimes was losing and etc. But I don't think they were really dancing when we're losing. But I get what you're saying. Like, but come on, bro, man. Let's just, take it easy, please. I think we get the Here We Go very soon. Of course, it's more or less done anyway, like I said. But look at this now. This is my point to you lot. Look at this. Santos for 50 million. 35 million for Tielemans. Carlos Baleba, 60 plus 5. Man United completed their midfield rebuild for around 150 million and did an excellent job of it. The third player arrived later than we liked, but they rounded out all the profiles of players perfectly. Add Kobe Mainoo right there in the midfield and can go toe-to-toe with anyone for years to come. The attack was built last summer. The midfield has now been done this summer. Damn good job of it too. Still a left back and a replacement for Joshua Zirkzee, and a realistic summer's work will be completed. This is the situation I was telling you. We still haven't overpaid for no one. We've not overpaid for anyone. This is a good thing, but it kind of makes me think, I don't think we go for Lewis Hall now because, bro, we're still being sensible. But you got to remember, 150 million spent. If Zirkzee goes, there's a bit of money there anyway. You could basically go ban for ban and replace him. And on top of that, what's it called? We've got 300 million to spend apparently, or 200. You could go and buy Lewis Hall. You can go and spend the 60 million on Lewis Hall, and we're on 210 or something like that. And then you turn around, bro. And then the Zirkzee money is just the backup striker. And we know we've been linked to Mateta, we've been linked to Ivan Toney, etc. So it kind of goes where we can make it happen, but I just don't know if they're gonna go out there and overpay, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. But that is a very good rebuild. 150 million, bro. In this market as well, where you're getting Tonali's and Mateus Fernandez, both going for what? 185 was it? 185 million for Fernandez and Tonali, and we got 3 players for that. Come on, bro. Mets last summer that will end up with Baleba. I just believe Ineos were maybe waiting for Brighton. Yeah, that's what just came out. It's literally just came out. Get me True Fet, and I'm good if Zirkzee leaves, get Saar. I think we go get Mateta, you know. I think we get him for 70 million. I like the fact that he only wanted us, so you know he's going to die for the badge. Exactly. 66 million, guys. Carlos Baleba. Euro reunion. People were saying Cunha will be toxic. Also, everyone hating exactly. Man, are you forgetting what we're seeing about Cunha? Man started seeing stats of the guy that walks the most in the league. They started bringing up the craziest stats in the world of the guy that walks the most. They started making up stats. He's walked the most in the whole league. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's crazy now that the same people that were crashing out on social now want to give Ineos credit. This is why I tell you lot. I get it. The radio silence can get to you. You're waking up every day. We're seeing things left, right, and centre. Oh, Nico Gonzalez, City, and this is going on there. You're thinking, bruv, what's going on with United? But, bro, you got to wait till the transfer window closes. These guys are crazy. I told you lot. They've done it last season. Last season, they stunned all of us. Look, Alex Cook's talking about the fitness now as well. Look, I don't know what's going on with this guy. You know? Nobody knows. Baleba is not far away from fitness after ankle issue. So someone's saying September. Someone's saying he's only one game away. And then you got someone else saying that Carlos Baleba's not far away from fitness after an ankle. Like, bro, no one knows, man. No one knows what's going on with this geezer. We need to hear it from one of these guys, from the Fabrizos or something. Big up, Mitch. It's been a minute. Big up yourself, Mark, man. I hope you're good, bro. I like that move. Did Man United send a bid? Yeah, 60 plus 5. 60 plus 5 is what we've sent. Fabrizio's tried to make it seem like it's way more, but it's 60 plus 5. That's exactly what the bid is. 65 million, which is crazy. When you look at that number there, that's crazy, bro. In this market, I thought we'd have to pay at least 80 million. We might end up meeting in the middle where we pay 70, 65 plus 5, but bro, that's love. That's still calm. Even if we pay 65 plus 5, I'm cool with that. Literally. I'm cool with that. In this market, come on, bro. This market's crazy, bro. This is a crazy market. Let's move with this 66 million agreement, because close, brilliant player. What's man talking about? It's been close to 6 weeks since we made our last season or signing, you mean? Since we made our last signing, of course, people have to throw a fit. Yeah, the board haven't finished the signings. We still need more. Yeah. I'm guessing you said signing. Yeah, love, bro. Blackchester United. To be real, Mitch, I can't really say I'm surprised, bro. I've had an inkling it might end up being Baleba, especially after the Milan game. Bro, I've always kind of... You see me? I keep hope until it gets rubbed out. See when they come and say we're not... See when we got the bomber, we're not going for Anderson no more, we're at the race. That's when I'm like, yeah, it's done. Until we get that bomber, I've still got hope. Lewis Hall, we keep hearing every day, he's not for sale. He's not for sale. Why? If he's not for sale, it's done. But every day, some people's coming out saying they don't want to sell him. But not one person's come out and said, Man United have walked away from the Lewis Hill deal. It would not happen. See what I'm trying to say? It's the BLM FC now. Nah, Chelsea's still that, man. Chelsea's Mandem FC. Their thing's different over there. Their thing's crazy. What's that just came out? Sully's just come out here. Look, Sully's saying, listen, sometimes you don't need to pretend you knew about every deal. I didn't know about Baleba, and I can tell you 99% of the other journals didn't either. Full credit to Ornstein, best in the business. United only breathe it to him now when the deal was close. Mount third CM, Lewis Page. See? He's saying, look, they didn't know. He's taking the piss out of them. Sully's taking the piss out of the journals. Mount's going to be the third centre midfield. This is what Laurie Whitwell's saying. Laurie Whitwell is certified. He's got credentials. And he's briefing us. Mount might be the third midfielder. He didn't know nothing. Lewis Page might be the third midfielder. These guys didn't know nothing. Nobody knows. And that's what I said. Ornstein, this is what Man United are doing now. As soon as it's ready to go, so as soon as Brighton, yeah, we're ready to, it's done, yeah? All right, cool. Give it to Ornstein. Just let him drop it. Bam. Out of nowhere. This is what's happening. They don't fuck with Fabrizio. So Ornstein drops all the bombs out of nothing. Nobody knows nothing until Ornstein drops it. This is what I kept telling you, lot. I can't go crazy on Ineos because you just don't know what's going on with them. They've done the same thing last season. Bam, lemons. Like, you just don't know where they're going to go, bro. So this is what I'm trying to say. Sully's letting it be known, bro. I didn't have a clue. Nobody had a clue. You don't need to pretend. And this is what a lot of journalists do. They come out here and they pretend and they act like they knew these stuff. Bro, they didn't know nothing. No one knew anything. And no one ever knows. Tielemans, no one knew. No one knew about very good signing at that very good price. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Injured or not, there's a top player there and Carrick can definitely bring some qualities. That you got Tottenham fans even giving flowers. Big up the boy George. Tottenham fans are giving flowers. Very good signing, a very good price. No Mateus Fernandez prices, bro. No 85 millions. 65 million. Come on, bro. Wasn't he injured? And he's saying, injured or not, there's a top player there. Carrick can definitely bring some real quality. So you got Tottenham fans out here, even bigging it up. You understand? You got Tottenham fans in the chat going mad, trying to offer us scrubs. Yo, Mitch, you were saying this for about 2 weeks ago. You always had Baleba in your head. Bro, until somebody says it's fully over, I've got hope. Lewis Hall, I've got hope. But it's just about the overpaying, that they're still not overpaying. Baleba Bomber in the lecture today was not what I expected. It's crazy. But yeah, big up Sully, man. Sully's come out and he's letting it be known. Listen, we don't all have sources, bro. Not everybody does. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people's thing. Brighton's valuation of Carlos Baleba supposedly is 70 million. So we might go 75 plus 5. That's it. That's calm. 64 plus 6. We got 60 plus 5 right now. So, come on, bro. Either way, if we sign him for 70 million, I'm cool with that. I'm fine. Who's this now? I'm fine with that. Great signing. I really hope this fully puts the MLS thing to bed. Arsenal fans are saying it's a good signing, but we hope it puts the MLS thing to bed. All the Lewis Skelly stuff. So this has come out from obviously Ornstein, exclusive Man United. United have made an offer of 60 million plus 5. Amicable talks continue with all parties working towards finding an agreement. So it's good to see as well Brighton are trying to find an agreement with us. And I knew they was going to sell him anyway because I said this. Listen, I said, you got to remember something. Hurstler doesn't rate Baleba. Hurstler started playing him at the end of the season because he had to. Because it was like, you know what, we're trying to get him a move, play him into some form. He doesn't really rate him. He was hooking him after halftime. He doesn't rate him like that. Let's just keep it a hundo. So with that being said, of course, Baleba was always going to kind of leave if they could push him out. But they was always going to put out their little talk to say, listen, if you want to come here, you've got to pay us over 100 million and all of that. Brother, you're never going to get 100 million for a player. If we had Baleba and he had a bad season, we wouldn't be getting 60 million. Let's be real. Anthony came for 80 million, had a terrible season. We sold him for 25 million. We wouldn't have even got that. So they're even lucky that they're even still in a position that they can even go out there and think. Can't speak as many others do, but undoubtedly a high ceiling player. I think it's a big risk. Guys always chatting shit, man. Huge risk, however, the poor season. Guess we'll find out. Perfect. You got Sasha coming out here saying, Baleba to Man United. It's a long story for Christopher Vavell, who has always identified Brighton midfielder as a priority. Was Vavell at Man United when we went in for him? When we was in for him the season before? Is it last season or season before last? That was in for Baleba. Last season, isn't it? I'm going mad. Yeah, season before last, because we're going into the new season now. But yeah. Was Vavell here, though? Bayern Munich have added Manchester United target Carlos Baleba to their list of targets. Oh, so this is what he's tried to quote. He's tried to quote this one. Baleba has a clear preference and still wants Manchester United. Okay. I don't know, man. People just forget how Baleba is. Injuries clearly didn't help him, and I genuinely think the whole Manchester United transfer saga affected him too. Last season shouldn't suddenly erase everything we saw from him before that. At United, we can get the best version of Baleba, and that version of Baleba starts for almost every team in the Premier League. A defensive monster, a ground eater who can cover ridiculous amounts of space, powerful in duels, aggressive out of possession, and already one of the best ball-carrying midfielders around when he gets going. He's only 22 years old. You got to remember their ages as well. He's 22. I think Mainu's only 21. Santos is 23, 21. Let's have a look. Santos is how long? Santos is 22. So we've got Santos is 22. Mainu is what? 21. 21 years old. They've got him as a back injury. Safe, allow it. I swear this guy's already played. They don't even understand what's going on. And then you got Baleba. Bro, they're really building a midfield that can be here. This is like a Chelsea type of thing. It can be here for a minute. 22 years old. So these men are young. They can all be here for a minute. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Decades. Go and get Lewis Hall now. Just go and get Lewis Hall and keep it going. That's all it is. Go and get Lewis Hall. And then that's it. That's when everyone's going to feel themselves now. Very pleased, 70 million. Agreement in working Virginia. Big up the Twitch gang, man. Big up Kick and all of that. The deal could have been done so much earlier, man. Legendary. Nah, it couldn't have. Could they've dropped their price? Brighton have dropped their price. This is what just came out telling us that Brighton wanted more, and they've dropped their price. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Waited a year to finally Baleba. I'm Baleba. Yeah, Brighton dropped their price. Brighton wanted more at first, so that's what's happened. It couldn't have happened. They've realized this guy wants to leave. He's injured. He's dying to leave. Hurst don't rate him. They felt like they was going to get more people that was going to come in. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Look at this now. Elliot Anderson for 116 million. Enzo Fernandez potentially 120. Tonali and Mateus Fernandez for 185. And then you've got Santos, Tielemans, Baleba for 145 plus 5. Baleba fee will end up a bit higher. Obviously, there's a value in the market. You don't have to overpay. Bruv, I don't know how they pulled this out the bag. I'll be real. For that price, I thought we might have to pay like an 80 million or something. If they go out there and they pay 70 in all, what a deal. Do you know what I'm saying? I think 70 is calm. In this market anyway, 70 is fine. I'll be real. A lot of people's going to sit there and obviously downplay it. Like, everyone's coming out now. Look, Rob Dorset's coming out. Man United close to agreeing a deal with Baleba, with Brighton for Baleba. Fee and final structure of payments not yet sorted, but expected to be in excess of 60 million. Deal close enough for the player to be preparing to head to Manchester, where medical is being ready. Personal terms of his United contract not expected to be a problem. Bro, we've already agreed personal terms. That's done. Everyone's coming out now. Everyone's waking up. Very good signing, exactly what they needed. United have pulled the plug. Clearly, United have plugged basically every leak at executive level this summer. We're thinking about, if you're a fan, getting stressed about transfers by reading endless reports that journalists are just at best guessing in. As we've seen with Santos, Tielemans, and now Baleba, moves spring into life very quickly. Exactly. This is what I was telling you lot. These guys, they're just bombers. Bomber FC, we might as well be now. They just come out with their bombers out of nowhere, bro. No one knows nothing. So man's coming in every day and just being sad. No one understands. Like, blood, what's really going on? We like to augment their attack. Their focus on the left wing. No one actually goes, what's going on? Now we talk. Baleba, menu, data. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the data. It's the data MB of all three of them, how they complement each other. Because we know, obviously, my man's going to play every game. Bruno Fernandes. But then it's like, look, people are saying Mainu's going to be the guy. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be Mainu or Tielemans. Either way, you put Mainu next to Baleba and Bruno. That's light. That's nice. You can even take Bruno off. You know what I'm trying to say? There's games where you might be able to take Bruno off. Look, Fabrizio's coming out here now, trying to add some nonsense in that we already know. But let's have a look. So this is what he's saying. Baleba made it clear to his camp his only dream since August 2025, Manchester United. Baleba agreed personal terms with Manchester United 1 year ago, but Brighton closed the door. Now negotiations are at final stage. The agreement player United remains valid. He only wants United. So Newcastle fans that are thinking about any sort of thing, forget about it. We've even got Indy Kayla trending. Look, this Indy Kayla guy is he's trending. Indy Kayla's trending. Oh gosh. Anything to do with Baleba, just go to Indy Kayla. Apart from that, block him. Literally. Anything. Any leaks come from Indy Kayla about Baleba, block him. Look at that. Look at this. Man United have reached a full agreement with Carlos Baleba on personal terms. 100% agreed. Bro, we agreed to personal terms with him last year. Last year, we already agreed. However, no final agreement yet with Brighton. No green light from medical at this stage. Man United have submitted a 65 following. Bro, you don't know nothing, man. You see someone like Plettenberg, when he starts talking about the Premier League, look, trying to copy, like, I don't believe him. He told us that we were in for Isaac. Can you believe this? Plettenberg came out and said Manchester United made a last move for Isaac, and he rejected him or something because he only wanted thing. Let me go and find it for you lot, because this guy, I don't rate him. When it comes to Manchester United, forget about it. When it comes to Premier League, forget about it. I only rate this guy when it comes to German news. Let's have a look. What's this? This is what made me know forget about this guy when it comes to the Prem. He just doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, because he said this thing and everybody slated him. Like, he got corralled left, right, and center by literally everybody when he said this. Where is it? Let me show you that. I like to show you that journalists and show you when they're reliable and when they're not. He said something about Isaac, man. I can't find it, man. But this guy said Manchester United made a last-minute dash for Isaac, but he only wanted Liverpool. And we all know we were never in for Isaac, ever. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's only really when it's German teams where you had that thing about Diamande and all of that, because it's German teams. When it's not German teams, bro, forget about it. I ain't got time for it. But yeah, man, Baleba, man, he wanted us when we finished 15th. You got to give him his flowers, bro. Big up the boy, Baleba. What do you not think is our best three in the midfield? When it comes to midfield, what do you not think is the best three? Baleba will be a perfect signing. Now that we got Baleba, I'll just save. Ineos saved money just for Baleba. Asking for 80, selling my 80. We said that a bad season, once of injury, 70. Perfect. I'm good with 70, bro. 65 plus 5 is lovely. When do you think here we go? What happened? Bro, Ornstein said it's close. We're closing in. That's literally his word. He said we're closing in. So that's basically done. And then Fabrizio saying here we go soon. He said closing in on the deal. So it's nearly done. He said it's below the valuation, but everyone's working to an agreement. So that means the call he's got is, yeah, they've said no to 65, but we're gonna end it around 68. It's cool. Or something. It's gonna be done probably later today. No problem. That's what he's been told. He doesn't say closing in for no reason. This is one thing about Ornstein that you gotta give it to him. When he comes and drops a bomb, that's his here we go. That's Ornstein's way of saying here we go. He doesn't say here we go. He doesn't have a phrase. That's his way. And then you got Fabrizio coming out saying, here we go soon. But he's talking about everything in euros and all of that. Like he's saying 70 million euros and trying to make it sound like it's a bit more than it kind of is. Do you know what I'm saying? But bruv, I'm happy with Baleba, bro. I think he compliments everyone well. Everyone's getting mad. Everyone's getting mad about this Baleba thing now. Oh my God. This is crazy. Everybody's going crazy with this Baleba thing. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We're definitely going to get it here we go today. Simon Stone just gave us a little update on the injury. Because remember, he is injured. We're hearing so much different things. Look. So Baleba is expected to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. So that's not the end of September, is it? 2 to 3 weeks. Look at this. Alex Crooks just came out and said he's not far away from fitness after ankle injury issue. Right? No problem. What else has come out? So someone else came out and said something else. Simon Jones said the end of September. And then Craig Hope said he's only going to miss 1 game of the season. I don't know who to believe, bro. No one knows, bro. No one even knows when this guy's going to be back. Like, what type of medical service is going on here? So everybody's coming out and saying different stuff. Simon Stones just came out, 10:59, and said he's going to be out for 2-3 weeks. That's it. So no one knows. I'll be real with you. Fabrizio ain't said nothing, so hasn't Ornstein. Let's get a few more of these. Sky Sports. Who's that one there? I'm just waiting for Manchester United shirt. Lucky was saying Burgess coming. He gets everything wrong except Baleba. Indy knows him personally. He must do. Brother, we passed on Kone, Sangari, and Santino. Baleba was all set in stone. It had to be. Let's go. Big up yourself, Rasmus, man. It's been a minute. Lewis Hall and Mateta next. We've got to see what happens with Xerxes, though, man. Baleba, Santos, and Yuri. That's who you'll go with, yeah? What about no Bruno? Baleba, Santos, and Yuri. Go into medicals in the next 24 to 48. Sky Sports. I don't listen to Sky Sports, man. I'll be real. I don't listen to Sky Sports. I think they just literally, they listen to Ornstein and Fabrizio, and then they just, whatever journalist they got there, they'll just go, yeah, we've got some news coming on. They don't ever break nothing. Can I paste links? I have the Plettyberg. Exactly. Yeah, paste it in. Pull it in. I was looking for it. This guy said Manchester United wanted to sign Isaac, and he got corralled. That made it, everyone was onto him that day. I remember it like yesterday. That's when I knew this guy's a fraud. When it comes to Prem. I'm not on the Prem stuff with my man. I don't mind the German stuff, but when it comes to Prem, he doesn't know that much. So yeah, so Simon Stone is saying 2 to 3 weeks. So no one knows when this guy's going to be back. We got Hull City anyway. We should be beating Hull City. We should be beating Ipswich without Baleba. Let's be real. And then we're getting into it when we got Everton away, and then we've got Man City. I remember he's going to come back from injury, and then he's got to train as well and become match fit and all of that. So you might get a little bit of minutes against Everton. Let's have a look. And then we got Man City after that. So that's the fixtures there. So if we're saying 2 to 3 weeks, he might be back, say, in 7, 6, middle of September. So he can get a few minutes against City. But he'll miss the first 3 games. That's the situation with Baleba. If we're going off what Simon Stone just said anyway, that is going to be 3 weeks. If we're going off this, 2 to 3 weeks. If it's 2 weeks, he'll be ready for City. You know what I'm saying? So this is the situation. But when looking at City's midfield right now, apart from Anderson, who's got a little bit of an engine, bro, their midfield's looking meaty at the moment. Rodri's left. Nico Gonzalez looks like he's on his way out. Who's in that midfield? What, Anderson by himself, just running around? Like, who's going to control anything? I can't even think about who's in that midfield right now, but Man City. Where we have to get Baleba in that by then. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I can't even see it. I didn't mean to delete that post from Lucky. I don't know what I was doing. Carlos Baleba, not serious. Matchday overboard. He could be back for Everton or Man City. Yeah. I'm cool with that. We got some all right games at first. So I'm not too pressed on boom, like going mad with it. But I like what everyone's saying, though. Everyone is coming out here. Bare people from different teams, different fans are coming out here and saying the same stuff. That's a good sign. A lot of people are not hating. Said in here how the end of the transfer window would tell us a lot about the Man United project. Third midfielder, done. Left back, get a left back. We need the left back, bro. We go and get Lewis Hall now. We can see what Ineos are on. They're not playing no game. They're really serious about this 2028 win the league thing. Yeah, if they go out there and they get my man, trust me, they're serious. That's all I'm going to say about this. Go and get the left back now. We need a left back. Go and get him, please. There's plenty to criticize behind the scenes at Manchester United. Signings will not erase that fact. Still, you can look at this still for what it is. A shrewd planning by the sporting department that it leaps ahead of what the club has previously employed. 100%, man. But I'm happy with the Baleba tonight. I'm going to go and watch some comps in a minute of games to see what this guy's really on. You get me? But that's all I got for you right now. Baleba is more or less a Manchester United player. There's nothing that, it's not like we've had a bid rejected and it might not happen. Everything is saying we are going to sign this guy. It's done. Everything is more or less coming out and just saying it's literally they're just oohing and ahhing on some add-ons or something, as you can see. We're closing in from Ornstein. Fabrizio's coming, added these 2 pence in, and he's saying, here we go very soon. So it's more or less going to happen. It's more or less going to be done. Now let's go out there and get the left back, and then we're ready to go. That's what's going on. So that's it, my people, man. Smash the likes, subscribe. You know we're going to be back on later. Hopefully we get some more news. We should be getting a here we go very soon. Love my peoples. Appreciate all of you lot. Done now.
Someone celebs, pull up loco. You know we are next, pull up mobile. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud. We can't touch down.